Ramble.
Thank you to BetterHelp, DoorDash, Rosetta Stone, and Priceline for sponsoring today's episode.
What's frickin' poppin' happen?
Zach just decided to jingle his keys right as we started the podcast.
Yeah, you never know. You gotta keep them on their toes.
That's damn right, baby. It's Tuesday.
Good
Actually,
morning.
you're listening to this on a Thursday.
That's right. And you may be noticing that we are in Zach's other car. We won't name what it is.
It's bigger,
It's
and we're
a
all gonna be cool about it. Everyone's gonna
Zach
be
was
cool.
so
Everyone's
insecure.
not even going to mention it because it's a secret.
It's not a secret. We're just gonna be cool about it.
He tried to get out of it 18 times this morning.
Yeah, literally this morning you tried to get out of it so many times. Oh, and the Starbucks line's way longer.
Well, okay, we drove to the drive-thru, and oh, thank you, kind sir.
This guy's like, this dickhead in a Tesla just cut me off.
We got to the Starbucks drive-thru. Wow, actually, I really did. He just let me cut him.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Because, look, Zach, he was like, honestly, I want you guys to have your cha-cha.
Oh, maybe he's waiting for the garbage truck. You think the garbage truck is coming for a cha-cha?
Because the garbage truck cannot go through the Starbucks drive-thru.
So, by the way, I get into work this morning.
Yeah.
And they tell me the plan for this episode is to plug at Rainie's apartment.
Yeah.
I go to type in the address and they say, no, first stop, Starbucks. Which I guess is now just a part of what we do.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna sort of violate Rainie's apartment, then Rainie's gonna need a little treat.
Exactly.
We need to start going to a different Starbucks because I can't ask them the same questions.
We're getting,
You're going to get a Chachi's?
Well, I'm not gonna get a chacho. By the way, chacho. Maybe that's a cha-cha with oat.
Oleato.
Chacho.
Oh, chacho oleato is the chacho.
Chacholato.
Chacho oleato.
Chacholato.
That feels like too many flavors to have, but I think I'm probably gonna go. I honestly, something I've been excited about, and I think that people can sort of learn from this at home, is a brown sugar shaken espresso.
Oh, I've heard of it, but I've never indulged.
Someone took to the Twitter to specifically reach out and suggest that I put brown sugar in my chai.
Huh. Are you still on Twitter, Zach?
I am still on Twitter.
Wait, I thought you were Threads only.
I've never said that. Threads is a okay. I'm gonna say this on the record.
Here we go.
Okay.
Have we discussed Threads publicly on the show?
No, we haven't. It just came out.
That's right.
A week ago.
Yeah.
I think Threads is a bad app.
Yeah. I sort of think so,
interesting.
too.
Twitter also bad app. Twitter
Yeah.
is broken, and it has been broken for a long time. And then Elon took over, and he has destroyed everything about it.
Shut up.
Shut up. And it's really bad. But Threads, from its inception so far, one, I don't think has presented a value proposition.
Definitely not.
But actually, okay, I'll talk first about the tech 'cause that's the easiest.
Yeah.
It's a broken website or broken app.
Broken, meaning you're not getting the stuff that you really want to see?
No, my mentions are broken. They're empty, and then it'll flash for a second and disappear.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a poorly made app. The algorithm is piss poor.
Yeah.
And the thing that drives me crazy is everyone is being earnest dorks.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought it was weird that people were like, on day one, people were just giving like dorky engagement farming posts like, hey, what's your favorite sugary cereal? And it's like, don't do this on day one. Be dumber.
Yeah, I saw a lot of like, hi, my name's Brian. I'm 25 years old. It was like, hi, my name's Brian. I love movies. My favorite superhero is Iron Man.
Was that
what's yours?
Was that a second take, by the way?
Yeah, it was second take. Okay, wait, everyone be cool.
My name is Megan. What's your name?
Hi, Megan. I'm Zach.
Hey, Zach. How you doing?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
It's a beautiful day in the drive-thru.
Right?
What's your favorite coffee?
It depends, but I really like the iced white mochas. They're really good.
All right, we'll take one of those.
And then I'm going to have the brown sugar shaken espresso.
Nice. What size would you like?
Let's go for a 16-ouncer.
Got it. And for the iced white mocha, what size would you like for that one?
Grande.
Rainey wanted a hot coffee grande.
Exactly.
Yeah, hot coffee grande.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else for you two?
That's gonna be it.
Great, thank you, Zach. It's gonna be 2020 at the window.
Thank you, Megan.
Hell yeah.
2020, what a year.
By the way, Megan was so sweet and polite and nice and made me feel warm.
It
was almost like she was AI.
It was alarmingly kind.
Yeah, she was really a kind soul. I'm excited to talk to her.
No, also, we've been here so many times. It's crazy we've never repeated.
Hi, how's it going?
Good,
Doing
how are you?
well. How are you? We're just recording a podcast.
Don't mind us.
Don't mind us.
Can we give a shout out to Megan? She was so polite. I don't mean
Big
to
shout out.
I don't mean to say that you're not also dope, but like Megan really disarmed us. Who's the last person that pissed you off?
The last person? Oh my God. Someone who yelled at me.
That's insane.
And, yeah, and I was like, you know what? We don't stand for, any negativity here. It's all positivity. Everyone's welcome, and that's how we do it here.
That's perfect.
That's it.
I love that.
I think one day we should do an episode where we come through, we just keep coming through.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Megan.
Oh, there's Megan.
Megan,
Hi,
you made our
Megan.
day. You're a superstar. Megan, stop it. Megan.
Thanks, Megan.
Megan.
Wow.
I'm gonna be.
What a darling.
Megan is my rock star. Okay, seriously, can we do an episode where we just keep going through the drive-thru?
That's so fucking funny.
I just want to keep.
It wouldn't be a
talking to
waste of
them.
time because we would be technically getting a coffee every time.
Every time we get another drink, we do one at a time.
That's not a bad idea.
It's a great idea.
Obviously, it came out of my fucking mouth, so it's gonna be a great
I only
idea.
drop dimes.
I only drop winners.
Okay, well, Megan recommended this, which is the Grande Iced Brizig Oat Espresso. It's a blonde espresso. It has oat milk. It is coffee, but I will be trying it because it's the Megan Special.
Wait, that's the Megan special? I thought the
Yes.
white mocha was the special.
Isn't it the Grande Iced Brown Sugar? Oh,
No,
no,
the
that's
brown
yours.
sugar
That's
shaken is
the
mine,
mild
Zach. And if you were
special.
listening, you'd know that. But
Okay.
This is the white mocha.
The Grande Iced White Mocha No Whip Iced. I'm definitely not going to be trying this.
We gotta get a Starbucks sponsor, by
I'll
the way.
try it.
This is the Megan Special. Rainey will be sipping upon it.
Woo! It is sweet. If you want it's like a Coca-Cola pretty much.
Oh
I would
my
say same
goodness.
sugar levels. Miles, you want a sip?
Yeah, I'll get a sippy. Wait, it's Coca-Cola style, but in a white mocha? Okay, here we go.
No, just sugar quantity is up to par with.
Oh my, that's a soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, though, it kind of is zinging me up.
It's really good.
Because we're getting that shug. Remember when you had a Red Bull, Rainey, and it really blew your mind?
Yeah.
You're kind of getting the Megan bump, I think, is
It's
what
the
you're...
Megan
By the way,
bump.
she was so goddamn nice. It was
Yeah,
like
she's like,
really.
"What's your name?" I
She
was like-
asked your name, which that never happens, by the
Nah,
way.
it never
Unless
happened.
they're asking for an order that they're about to call out your name or something.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't gonna be like, order for Zach. Like we're at the window. She knows.
By the way, she spelled it right.
Oh my
Zach.
God.
She zatched me
Not
up.
with a K.
She zatched me up.
Can you tell when people are saying your name but they think it's pronounced with a K?
Yeah. There's kind of an undercurrent of anti-Semitism in their voice.
Oh boy.
How do you guys feel about Sean Sean versus Shawn?
Oh, versus
Who's hotter? Who's
SEAN.
hotter?
When I read the Harry Potter books, I did think that his name was no, you know what? Seamus.
Seamus.
I did not know it was going to be Seamus. I thought it was Seamus Finnegan long ago. But I was also a Hermione person until I
Okay.
was proven wrong.
Weirdest fact about me, and there's a lot of weird facts about me.
So many.
When I read the first Happy Popper book,
Mm-hmm.
I was in
Henry Popper.
Henry Popper. I was in 4th grade, and they said the description for Hagrid,
Yeah.
which is a pretty damn accurate description based
Sure.
on the casting in the movie.
Yeah.
Like if you read it and then you look at who they cast in the movie, you're like, yeah, they fucking nailed it. But my brain read the description of Hagrid, and I went, nah, fuck that noise. And instead, I pictured the giant blue skinny alien from Space Jam.
What a weird. Why? What?
First of all, because Space Jam slaps, and that character's hilarious.
Yeah.
And so I'm reading the book for years.
Yeah.
I'm reading, what we got to like number 4 by the time the first movie came out.
Sure, yeah.
And they released the first trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these fucking idiots.
crazy,
They
Zach.
screwed it up. He's this big dude with a
He's
beard.
not blue.
Where's the blue skin? I'm so sick of Hollywood sanitizing our characters.
You thought he was like a gremlin style.
I don't know what I thought. I was in 4th grade.
That's so funny.
I was 10. I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, you were in 4th grade when Harry Potter came out?
Oh my God, Rainey, do not
Sorry.
date our ages. I literally turned 30 in September.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty wild about it.
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking about it as a third. Like
A
2/3. Like I've sort of like, it's like, okay, if I live to 90, then I've done one third of what I've
You've
got
got
going
2/3
on here.
left.
And
What I
I've
got going on
I got
here.
2/3 left. Well, so Rainey, we're on our way to your apartment
Yeah.
to sort of violate your privacy.
Mhm.
And I am curious, what do you think we're going to think of your place?
Well, first of all, I'm hoping we meet my neighbor Oleg.
Oh, yeah.
A superstar.
Sure.
By the way, though, Oleg's got big shoes to fill following Megan.
Oh, yeah. But don't worry.
He's got him. Don't you worry, he's got big feet.
Yeah, so hopefully we meet Oleg. I will say I did not clean my apartment.
Good.
Honestly, good
Because-
though. It's natural.
Preach.
Yeah, I thought it would be sort of more interesting.
It's documentary.
It's a documentary. It's just like, welcome to my crib and how
Yeah.
I actually live my life.
That, I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Because I would maybe clean up. But I think that
No,
then
and
it
I
would
get
be
that.
a falsity. It would not be like me in my natural environment. It'd be like going to the jungle before you look at the silverbacks and fucking cleaning up. Mowing, like doing some tree trimming.
Over the 4th, yeah, I think I can tell this story without her getting mad at me. Over the 4th, my sister and her friends stayed at my place.
Yeah.
Her friends were out of town. Coming from out of town, they needed an extra bedroom.
Yeah.
While we went up to Palm Springs. And so Maggie and I, the night before leaving in the morning, were like cleaning our place
Yeah.
to pretend that we're not gremlin monsters so that they would be comfortable staying there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on. We're doing them a favor.
Right, yeah.
Why are we clean, like change? And like, I was down to clean. Like we
Yeah.
cleaned, but then we started getting into a fight while we're like packing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is cleaner than we've ever lived.
No,
What is-
definitely.
this is not how, I'm not going to pretend I'm someone I'm not for their approval. But
That's
honestly,
so
the
funny.
place has never looked better.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's really interesting. When you have guests stay, you sort of falsify your lifestyle.
And honestly, nothing motivates like the fear of God. We
yeah.
went 2 weekends in a row where first my sister and her friend stayed over, and then my grandma and my uncle came over for like little afternoon coffee before we went to a museum. And we had like a 30-minute head start. Because we went out to brunch and then it was like, why don't we go back to your place? And we're like, okay, we're gonna run ahead. And we were like freaking productivity tornadoes. And we
yeah.
achieved more. I feel like we achieved more home decor and organization
Yeah.
in 30 minutes than we have in 2 years of living there.
That's
Yeah,
how I
you're-
like to do it.
You're making tough choices because you don't have time to think about whether they're the right ones.
I made 4 trips to Goodwill. I like
We're throwing
was-
everything away and we're buying all new stuff and then we're doing this.
I freaking Marie Kondoed my life in a tight 30.
That's awesome, honestly.
Tight 30.
It felt good.
Now, I think probably, Rainey, I don't know, like what's a hot item that you think we're gonna see and be excited about?
Well, I have an activity for us.
You have an activity?
Yes.
Help me find.
Yeah,
Help me
literally
find my
reorganize
keys.
my closet.
That's really good.
I have a little herb garden. And
What
I
do we got
haven't.
going, tarragon?
No, I only have, and we each get one.
Wait.
Mint.
Wait,
Cilantro.
these are things you're growing?
Well, not yet.
Oh, we're planting
We're
an herb garden.
planting them.
So when you say you have an herb garden, you mean we are going to make your herb garden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
Honestly, herb gardens are really good. Sarah gave me like a little hydroponic thing. It's
What
like
is that? What
it's
is
like the
that?
size of a bread box. And you put these little seed pods in there, and it has trickling water underneath. It's like a whole little
Whoa.
self-sustaining thing. And it's an herb garden. And it was really cool. And it has this little like light on it, so you can put it wherever you want in your house because it's got like a little hydroponic light on it.
Whoa.
So I was basically a gardener, a farmer, a steel hand
Yeah.
for just a little bit. And then I forgot to take care of it.
Oh, it died.
Well, yeah.
What?
But-
Wait. So what kind of foods were you growing?
Well, I'm talking about dill. I'm talking about Thai basil. I'm talking about regular basil. I don't know if it was Japanese basil or not, but it was basil. And then Thai basil,
Thai basil's different.
which is different. And then I was trying to do a little bit of parsley, but it didn't work.
Do you think in Thailand they just call it basil?
I've actually wondered the same thing. Because they are different plants, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
Yeah, like Thai basil is very different than regular basil.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's definitely different.
They taste different. Like basil, you can't make pesto out of Thai basil, I'll tell you that much.
Watch me.
Watch me. You just fucking watch me.
Yeah, so I think we're going to do that. I did put on my glasses right before I left to drive, and I was like, oh, I was so confident about not cleaning. So I am a little insecure, because as soon as you put on your glasses, you're like, wait.
How different is your vision? Are you living in like a Vaseline smeared blur?
Oh, yeah. And I love it.
You love living in the blur?
Well, I like not wearing my
Living
glasses.
la vida blurka.
Yeah, and then I put on my glasses, and I'm like, my glasses are like eternally smudged.
Me too, by the way. I'm wondering if it's my sticky little fingies.
It's your sticky little fingies, and also mine sit too close to my face, and like the sunscreen and oils in my eyebrows will rub off on my glasses.
That's gotta be me too. I've got big gams on my eyebrows.
Yeah, you've got your eyelashes going blink, 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 blink.
Yeah, I've got Martin Scorsese style brow.
Yeah.
Wait, so Zach, I haven't seen you in a little while. What have you been up to this week?
Keith and I did a dumpling tour where we tried to eat. Me, Keith, and YB tried to eat over 400 dumplings. But we did it over a period of time where we went to a bunch of different restaurants in the San Gabriel Valley, and we just got like we had so many dumplings that I didn't even know existed. We got one dumpling that was as big as my face, and you stuck a straw into it and sucked the juice out of it like a hot, chunky crab Capri Sun.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah,
It
baby.
was nuts.
That sounds
whoa.
so good. Honestly, a dumpling right now,
We should maybe do, podcast at Dumpling.
podcast
at
at
Dumpling.
dim sum.
Yeah, and so that was
Podcast
really,
at Dim Sum is good.
Yeah.
Slurpee.
hell yeah.
Yesterday, the skin painting video came out, and
Body paint video's out.
body
Amazing.
paint video's out. And if people are interested in that video, there's a little plug to hop over to the Patreon, because Zach and I recorded a podcast as we were body painting. It's the new thing we're calling TryPod Plus. It's sort of a
TryPod pod.
TryPod pod, pee papa. And
What do you think about that name, Rainey? I'm really trying to push it. The TryPod pod.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
It's
Try TryPod
it's
Pop.
basically our Patreon exclusive podcast where we talk about behind the scenes video stuff, new and old. We react to old stuff. Anyway, you can hop over there and check it out. But
Patreon.com/TryGuys.
that's right. But that being said, the skin painting video, Zach, what a ride. People have seen it at this point.
You keep calling it skin painting, body painting. I've never heard it skin painting. I just, I don't know why it like sounds.
You like the word skin?
I don't know.
Because skin paint. Yeah, I get that.
But the TryPod pod,
Yeah.
just at first, is really fun. It's really fun for us to have a space to talk about old videos. And in this case, we were talking about that video as we were making it. And I'd be really interested to go back and listen, because I was talking about my conception of how we were going to structure the video while we were in it. And then, of course, once you get into the edit, a video evolves and changes. So I'll be curious if what I said and how I was intellectualizing the stupidest process ever was correct in the moment. But we get to be a little bit more serious, a little bit more intellectual over on the TryPod pod.
Yeah, it's so smart, and basically we're Einsteins and scholars over there.
Our brains are so juicy, and
Yeah.
we're just oozing facts.
Oh, and then whatever. You just follow the instructions.
Yeah, I'm following the instructions. You wanted me to go somewhere else?
Well, that isn't how I go home, but it's okay.
Do you not follow well, that's interesting. Yeah, do you not follow the Google Maps way to get home?
I don't, and I don't know why.
Rainie's taking an extra hour to get home every day.
You're an individual.
It feels faster, but I think it might just be because it's like less highway. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know.
So the body painting video is out, and
Yeah.
it is I really think it's a modern triumph.
Yeah.
We painted our bodies. We were naked with
Yeah.
underwear, and
Nude.
we painted our bodies to look like we're wearing clothes. And then we went to Cheesecake Factory to challenge the idea of no shirt, no shoes, no service. Can you dine in the Cheesecake Factory not wearing any clothes?
Yeah.
It's an incredibly absurd premise. And we filmed a lot in the Cheesecake Factory, but what I, really quickly realized looking at the video is like the tension, the buildup is really the fun. And I was watching a rough cut with Garrick, and he was like squealing and screaming, and he was like, "This is like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy." There are so many twists of tension because we just keep building and building and building. First, it's okay. These guys are going to be nude in public.
Yeah.
Then you see it and you're like, they are way more apparently painted than I was fearing.
Yep.
Then it's like, oh God, it's about to rain.
Yeah.
Then you find out we have to walk through a mall on our way there. Then Miles smudges his paint. Then you can see like little creases that like it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Check it out and go to the Patreon thing. But I think we should cut and then we will resume when we are in Rainie's house or absolutely outside her door and she can welcome us in like a 72 questions video.
Yes.
See you in a second.
It's the summer. I'm going to be soaking and roasting, baby. I'm going to be in the pool. I'm going to be in the sun. And I really, I love barbecues, but I'm lazy. I don't cook. I don't do it. With Summer of Dash Pass, you'll enjoy $0 delivery fees and reduced service fees on all eligible orders, making it easier and more affordable than ever to stock up on all your favorite summertime essentials. But that's not all. You're going to get access to thousands of offers nationwide, ensuring that this summer is one to remember. So kick back, relax, let Dash Pass help you experience the best of your neighborhood for less. Experience a summer like no other. Best your best summer with a Dash Pass membership from DoorDash today. Sign up for the Dash Pass now and you'll get your first month free. Plus, when you use our promo code, get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more on your next Dash Pass order. When you download the DoorDash app and enter code TRYSUMMER. That's 50% off when you spend $15 or more for your next Dash Pass order when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TRYSUMMER. Don't forget, code TRYSUMMER for 50% off your next order. Subject to change, terms apply. It's so cool to be multilingual, to be able to travel and know the language, to get around, to speak to people. But I don't do well with textbooks or classic learning, which is why Rosetta Stone is perfect. It's the most trusted language learning program available on desktop or as an app. And this is fast language acquisition, okay? Rosetta Stone immerses you in so many ways. They teach you to think and listen in that language. It's this intuitive process where you're going to be picking up language naturally, first with words, then phrases, and finally sentences, designed for long-term retention. They have a true accent feature that they'll give you feedback on your pronunciation. It's like having your own personal accent trainer, and it's an amazing value. Normally, it's a $2.99 program, but with our code, you can get it for just $149. Don't put off learning that language. There's no better time than right now to get started. For a limited time, our listeners can get Rosetta Stone's lifetime membership for 50% off. That's $149 for unlimited access to 25 language courses for the rest of your life. Redeem your 50% off at rosettastone.com/tryguys today. We are outside of Rainie's apartment, and let me just tell you, let me be the first to say, it is darling.
It's a darling little area. It's sort of like a little cottage from a novel.
It's got beautiful landscaping outside, Mediterranean vibes. Mm-hmm. I feel like I could pluck olives from the trees.
I feel like I could grab a ripe tomato off a bush.
And that my noni would tell me about stories from the before times. It's an older building, but you can tell there's a lot of love and care.
It's funny because it's like seeing Rainie's up like where she lives is like seeing a teacher outside of school.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I guess this is where you get mail. You don't get mail when I see you at work.
Meanwhile, I haven't invited Rainie to my house, so here we go. All right, you ready to knock?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello, welcome in. Come in.
Here we are, Rainie's home. Okay, so the first thing that I notice here in Rainie's house, I got a tangle of wires.
Okay, Zach ripped something out.
First thing I'm gonna say, overhead lighting. That's clutch. Not a given in Los Angeles. You did well.
Yeah, you got those like bulbs for a lot of them.
These are track lights, no?
Never have I ever changed the lights, although they are flickering. So Miles, if you want to get in there
and
fix my lights for me.
Sort of bulb style. I mean, here's another thing I'll say. You have a little sticky note marked clean on the fridge. Yeah. Does that mean the fridge is clean?
Or you need to clean?
No, that is for the dishwasher. So when it's clean, we put that DIY note, clean.
So a couple observations.
Yeah.
We are here. First, you walk in. There is a suitcase
Immediately suitcase, haven't unpacked.
on the floor. Okay, from what? A trip?
From a trip to Denver.
Yes.
Came back on
much.
Sunday.
And I like that because it's sort of just right at the door frame.
Yeah.
It's
It's sort of like really in the way.
it's almost like you got home in a cartoon and left your suitcase right at the door.
There is a shoe rack we love, behind which is a bike. I like that, again, the shoe rack is just kind of jutting out into the middle of the room.
This is interesting because the shoe rack is it's almost like the bike was there first and then Rainey bought the shoe rack.
Has this become a roast of Rainey's house?
Well, actually, how would you reorganize this?
I would put the shoe rack against the wall.
And then the bike would be in the middle, though?
Well, the bike it should go on the wall also.
Oh, hung up. Damn.
Hung.
Well, we should do that.
Miles,
We
get
should
to work.
definitely be doing that. Honestly, that should be a main Chan vid. We build Rainey a bike rack.
Let's talk about, you have this kind of
Yeah.
oval table,
Yeah,
which
baby.
I love. And you have 4 different types of chairs. There are actually 6 different types of chairs in this room, which is unbelievable.
Really interesting.
An
Rainey's sort of-
eclectic mix of chairs.
No, this is curious, Rainey, because I'm wondering, were any of these here when you got here?
No, but remember, actually, call back to a previous episode. That's the chair that I found that I was worried about bed bugs.
We gotta go.
Have bed bugs. We decided it doesn't.
Okay, hold this for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, and then talk
have
right into the mic.
incredible OCD, and I hate drawers that are slightly
God.
open.
Oh my God! By the way,
You could
Rainey
not
is,
live with me.
This is like I just, so
nothing-
just hold it, please. I need to take care of this.
I have not ever closed a drawer in my life.
By the way, you know what's funny? Didn't we talk about this? Maybe me and Sarah talked about this on my show, but I was literally talking about how I think it's a holdover from when I was a little kid and I was getting, oh my God, so many drawers are open. When I was a kid, I often would get a snack in the middle of the night, and
Yeah.
my
She
parents'
told us
bedroom
this.
is over, and so
Yeah.
I'm always leaving drawers open. Drawers open, cupboards open. Sarah's like, "You gotta close the fucking microwave," and I can't do it. I can't handle it.
and that's why you and I will never be.
Microwaves are gonna level up.
That's, by the way, a microwave is basically a cupboard, but it gets hot in there. Here's a question: why did we stop thinking about how a microwave was gonna nuclearize your balls or whatever?
It's not true. It doesn't. It's not going to do it.
When I was a kid, I was always standing just like far from the microwave when I was microwaving popcorn because they told me it was going to kill me.
We talked about this with someone in the video, and she said unless you're like putting your nutsack up against it's the heat that'll get you, but there's no such thing as a microwave roasting your chestnuts.
Of course, that's what big microwave wants you to think.
Rainey, I love the art.
Thank you. I got it from, okay, so actually
Tell
there's
us
a story
about it.
about this. So when I was unemployed, I was looking at a job in Cortez, Colorado, which
Yeah.
is the middle of nowhere. And this guy, it was like this public media company, and the guy who had the job before and he was leaving wrote an article about this that got picked up by NPR. So he was telling me about it because he was like, oh, well, one perk of the job, whatever. And I was like, this is so funny. So it's these negative reviews of national parks.
Oh, funny.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Too orange, too spiky. Don't waste your time unless you're really into hot springs. Scenery is distant and impersonal.
And it's just sort of
Funny.
a reminder you can be a national wonder and people are still going to say shit.
You know what's fun? Yeah, and I'll say this: like you've got this wall, you've got sort of tasteful frames, and
you.
only 3 of them. Now, when I was, how old are you, Rainey?
26?
When I was 26.
Okay, you're 29.
Well, correct. But I'm saying that you have a sort of distinct eye for the wall in a way that I think is
wow.
quite good.
Really? Because I feel like I need a ton more stuff on the wall.
Well, I was sort of slapdashing, what if this goes here, what if that goes there?
There's a unified theme, and we appreciate.
What do you think the theme is?
But
Would you say
well,
it's sort
for
of
the wall,
outdoorsy?
for the rest, I'm not sure, and that's why I want to go back to the 4 different chairs and
By the way,
understand.
your roommate
how-
is not here, right?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm a big fan of the collection. It looks
Yeah.
like it's like a home for forgotten souls.
Yeah.
And I want to know how each of these chairs came about, because for those who are not watching
Yeah.
on YouTube, we have a classic wooden chair that has some beautiful engravings, right? This is-
Peacocks.
This
Looks a
is the
little
kind
haunted.
of chair that, like a haunted kitchen table chair. Then you have an old office chair. This is 5 wheels, black leather, swivel.
It's like for a child too. It's tiny.
It's a small one. Then you have, what would you call this? A yellow retro 1960s.
This is a cool, like, Mad Men style Peggy chair.
Peggy chair that actually I'm realizing is also an office chair. It's on wheels. Then you have a mid-century modern tufted.
By the way, there's like almost too many chairs, but somehow not enough in the room, which I kind of love. It's like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 armchairs in this room, and Rainey has 1 roommate.
Rainey, what's the most amount of people that have ever been in this room? Have you ever filled all the chairs?
Has it been 6?
I think so. I think I think my roommate has had a game night.
Hell yeah.
And I think my parents have come over once, but
3,
yeah.
3 people.
Should we keep moving or should we sit at the table?
No, I think we should sit at the table.
Yeah.
I love
this
that.
is our podcast studio now. This chair, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about the chair that I'm sitting in currently. It sort of feels like it was in a flood. In that the legs of the chair are kind of like...
Are they shaking under your weight?
They're shaking under my boots.
Yeah, so I can't believe you actually chose that chair. So of all these chairs, actually, I only sit in that one.
The one that
Zach
I'm
is
in.
The wood-
Sometimes I'll sit in
the
this one.
haunted chair.
The haunted chair. That's my favorite one. So I've gotten all of these chairs on the street.
Oh, that's awesome. Honestly, no, that is a huge find. That's how I was getting my chairs not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I think that you've done a great job of finding chairs that don't suck that much.
Really? So I feel like I think
You just
that-
have done it. You know what you did? You overperformed. Because in here, there's like 3 great chairs.
Right.
But then you said, let's do 3 more.
I mean, one issue with this room is it's the kitchen, living room, dining room, but it's a square.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you design this room? And that's been a challenge that I don't think I've really cracked.
Oh, by the way, you know what you should do? There's this really cool guy on TikTok. Zach, you paying attention?
Yep.
There's this guy on TikTok who people reach out and they're like, this is my weird apartment. How do I design it? I needed this to be accomplished. And he goes, oh, now you know. And he does this whole thing where he reorganizes it.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
I'm curious what he would say about the space. Probably what he would say would be separate the space into 2 spaces.
Yeah,
and it's
I
like
think so.
living room is in that corner somehow, or like there's a couch
corner?
here. I don't know. It's like you put a couch there, and then he would probably have you make the space feel slightly smaller, more cramped, but you get more utility out of the space.
Do you have the rest of the place? Is it just it's this and then 2 bedrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And a bathroom.
And so y'all don't do like a TV sit down area.
Well, what we've been doing actually is we got the projector.
Ah.
And so we've been
Oh.
doing the projector here.
That's great.
On the wall. But I think, room for improvement.
I think if you wanted to optimize the space,
Yeah.
I think this is totally fine. But if you
That's what we're going for, baby.
But if you wanted to, what I think you would
Shoot
do
for
is
totally fine, and you'll land amongst the fine.
I think you would have to forego a classic dining table in favor of more of a cafe setup. You would do like a
That's
corner
actually great.
table over there behind Miles because you see.
Oh, by the way,
and-
breakfast nook.
It would be more of a breakfast nook.
Yeah.
With like more of a 2-chair situation.
Gucci.
2-chair. And then maybe you just do a bunch of pillows on the floor.
Yeah, now I'm liking that you're sort of Japanese style.
Yes.
Now, here's what I'll say. I think you need the dining room table because in case you have 6 people over.
Right. Which I do frequent.
Which you do frequent.
'Cause yeah.
What is your favorite thing about this room?
Oh my
By the way,
gosh.
Frog and Toad also. You
Shout
have a
out.
framed
Beer
Frog and
icons.
Toad image on the wall, which
Yeah.
I'm very much liking.
A big fan. There's a lot of little details, and you mentioned you found all these chairs on the street, and there's a vibe throughout of like you rescuing the forgotten things.
Yeah.
Wow.
That I
agree.
love. Like your cabinet right here has the handles.
Yeah.
I'll show y'all on camera before we leave. They're little foxes
Oh.
that are curled into a ball and sleeping.
Yes.
That's incredible. Money can't buy that.
Now,
Money
was that
can-
yours, or did you find that on the street also?
So that is actually an heirloom That's from my, I don't know, it's from my grandparents' house. I think it's from my grandma's grandma.
It's
Wow.
really
Isn't
beautiful.
it pretty?
Yeah, it's
I really
wild.
like it. But then I changed the knobs because they had put in different knobs, but then I liked those knobs.
Right. You said grandma, no chance. We're doing
Grandma,
the Fluxes.
actually, Lori, I'm going to be switching out your knobs.
Actually, Lori, your knobs are inadequate.
This cup says Bearology.
Yeah.
No idea what that is, but I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's a boba place that I went to with Will Whitwer after we went shoe shopping.
Oh, that's right. You bought Will a whole new outfit.
I did. I did Queer Eye, except I'm straight and he is too.
Rainey.
What outfit did you buy for Will?
Well, were you guys there when he was like squatting and being like, "These are too small"? I was like, "I love your shorts." He was like, "These are too small."
No, was that his all white outfit?
No, I love that one.
That's a good one, though.
I'm
one's
concerned by his
handpicked.
choice to squat as a way to tell everyone that it was
Yeah,
too.
he's squatting
and he was
around the
also
office.
wearing totally the wrong underwear, but because they were like his underwear were longer than the shorts.
No, Will. Oh, honey.
And then Desiree was like, "Will, we actually have underwear for you here at the office," and she gave him some underwear.
Do we have underwear for employees at the office?
We have backup underwear. You never know when
If someone
something might
farts their shorts,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was like, "This is my first pair of tidy whities," and we were like, "Whoa."
I'm not a tidy whitey individual as well because I just find them to be a little passe.
I don't want my underwear white.
No, because I'm just thinking, look,
It's just asking for trouble.
Shit happens, man.
You need a little protection.
You just can't be wearing white underwear in 2023.
Palms are sweaty.
I'm hot in here, by the way. You said you had an activity for us, by the way.
Because I could sweat, or I am sweating.
Then sorry, it's your home. If Rainey would like to turn on the AC, it's her home.
The sound is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, probably. Is it really loud?
No, but
Let's just sweat it out.
I'm the one. I don't want to lower all the.
Podcast.
Sweating it out at Rainey's apartment.
I don't know if we can call it that.
That's
but I
all
do
right.
think that doing a podcast at a sweat lodge is good.
You don't think that would destroy the equipment?
I don't even care anymore, man. But I will say something cool is that we're always thinking about how to best optimize podcast titles and stuff.
Yes.
As of late, which is so funny that this is happening, but every time we do the optimal title that is sort of like, designed with buzzwords, like it's just like flashy, fun thing, those are now doing worse. And every time we do podcast at whatever, those are performing really well.
So, wow, interesting. I think what has happened, and this is thrilling,
Yeah.
we have cultivated an audience
Yes.
that sees through the riffraff.
Exactly.
Y'all, you know that when you come to the TryPod, to the plug, you're going to get the core 3, sometimes the core 4, sometimes the core 2. And
We won't say who the two are, so we don't hurt anyone's feelings, but it is Rainey and Zach.
and you don't need the bullshit, and I respect you for that. Rainey has given us okay, we have an anthropology bag, a little can, and some basil seeds.
Welcome to Garden Club.
Oh my god, I've never done this.
This is going to be perfect for an audio medium.
Well, I'm just sort of thinking, let me just explain all
I'm
the
loving it.
situations. So, first of all, I got these bamboo cups on sale. And I'm going to put this dirt and these seeds in the cups. And then
Yeah.
I got this at Target. And these cups fit in this. And then I'm going to put this outside on the back, alley thing.
What do you mean
Yeah.
they fit? They fit.
To give you some specifics, if you're just
Isn't that
listening to the
surprising?
audio, Rainey bought some bamboo cups. She wants us to plant little plants in them, and then she's going to put this little hanger thing.
Yeah.
So her apartment is not only full of flora, but
Yeah.
full of fauna. I think that having plants in your house, so recently I've sort of become a green-thumbed bish, and I always have been, but
Wait, really?
once I unlocked...
I haven't heard you talk about it.
Well, I sort of got into it a while ago, and then I think just a lot of different stuff happened, and I forgot to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's one of the many things you're doing.
Once I unlocked it as plants or a puzzle, then it really it's stuck in for me.
Tell me more.
Because if you think about a plant and keeping it alive as a puzzle, then it just sort of helps. And you're like, oh, this plant, the leaves are turning yellow, and what am I doing wrong about it? And it's like you sort of unlock a little thing where okay, I have to water it. I don't want to water it too much, but if I water it this amount, and if I put all my plants in the shower and I kind of shower them, that seems to work a little bit better. Oh, and then this is getting a little bit bigger. So what if I try planting that in the new pot? My brain is such that I'm really into puzzles. I'm really into like problem solving.
You could probably be a coder.
I think I probably would enjoy that, to be honest. But I just
think I probably would be too good at it.
I think I'd be so good that the fucking government would assassinate me for being so good at hacking. But so essentially, once I unlocked that, now I've got a little green thumb. I've got lots of plants in my house, big vines going on in the living room. This morning I did sort of have an incident, not really with plants, but so we had I printed out for Sarah's birthday a while ago a giant picture of her mother from her yearbook. There's a picture from her mother when she was in high school where she's laying down on a thing. She's reading a Mad magazine, and it's just kind of a badass picture. So I took that picture, put like a cool kind of like vintagey, interesting wallpaper behind it, and printed it out gigantic and framed it. So it's a huge, like 6 foot framed
That's really
thing.
cool.
It's a really cool piece of art that we have in our house that I kind of made using like, found stuff and Photoshop.
Print something so big and like keep the quality.
Print shop, baby. And I added film grain to the scan and sort of made it so it feels like it's artistic. It's almost like that pin when you have like dots.
Can you send me a picture of that? I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
Okay, cool.
It's really cool. But so essentially that was sitting on our mantle and it was leaning because it was a heavy piece. But we had started to put kids' books on the mantle. Oh, no. And slowly they had just been inching and pushing it just a little bit. So this morning I went to grab a kid's book and Julian is on the floor with me. I grab a kid's book off the mantle and the thing just goes and starts to tilt towards me. And my fucking blood turned cold and I just stood up and like grabbed it really quickly. But it was so scary because it was just like, if I don't act in this split second, it's going to be so fucking bad. So I grabbed it and then I just was like standing there like kind of panting and sweating for a second. And I was like, okay, I'll slowly move this back and then tilt it against the wall. And then I'm going to move Julian and then I'm going to take this whole fucking thing down and make sure that we like, if we're going to hang it on the wall, we actually hang it. But
it's amazing how, Rainey and I, us childless over here, there's an element to which we can just be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Sure. That's when we put it up. Sarah was just we were just like, whatever, it's not going to fall.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But now you're at and I'm starting to try and shift my mindset of like, oh, my little fuck ups, like, say, kicking a picture frame,
right?
Like have huge ramifications, not just for me, but for my family.
Yeah, sure. That's funny. Like every once in a while, I have like a cold sweat where I'm like, what if 2 years ago during the pandemic, when we were taking a lot of edibles, we accidentally like left half an edible under the couch? Hopefully, like Julian's not going to find that one day and just eat it.
Yeah. I get that.
I think the fridge went off when I said that. Sort of like a punctual.
My
the fridge went off.
Dog this weekend found a pack of Swedish fish that was like on a table, and he brought it underneath the table, and he ate like 12 Swedish fish, which dogs don't even like. I don't know what he's doing. But I similarly was like, oh no, I leave my weed out. I like cleaning chairs.
I know. I'm wondering with Rainie's antique chair, if you're going to lean back in it and shatter it.
It's okay.
I leave all sorts of stuff out. I have chocolate that is, let's just say, unsavory.
Sure.
And I am afraid that Maggie one day will go into the freezer and be like, ooh, chocolate. And then have the ride of her life.
You don't have it labeled?
Conundrum.
They like to not be labeled.
You gotta put that in a fucking paper bag that says, "Don't Maggie, don't."
Maggie, don't.
Maggie, please don't.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I have felt uncertainty about my life so many times. I basically have a midlife crisis every 7 years. Going back to when I was a kid, therapy has been essential for me to understand myself, to have a sense of balance in this chaotic world. Therapy helps you stay connected to what you really want while you navigate through life. And BetterHelp makes it so easy. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It is designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire, you get matched with a therapist, plus they make it really easy to swap therapists at any time. It's therapy that fits with your life. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/TryPod today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TryPod.
When it comes to travel, we all have a happy place. I like traveling to Texas. I like seeing my family there. My brother's there. I like going on vacations. I like being on the beach, splishy splashing in the water. And Priceline, it wants to get us to our happy place, to help us travel to our happy place for a happy price this summer with deals that you can't miss. Priceline can save you up to 60% on select hotels, 50% off of flights, and 40% off car rentals. Plus, they have an amazing bundle and save feature. I have definitely bundled getting a car right after booking a flight for a Louberger tour. Saved us some money. It was actually awesome. It was not a vacation, but it made it feel like a vacation, you know? We were there for work, but by getting some discounts and getting a sick ride, we felt good, and we looked good doing it. See why millions of people trust Priceline with getting them to their happy price. On top of some of the best deals in travel, Priceline is celebrating its 25th birthday and 25 days of deals. Visit Priceline.com/TheTryPod to go to your happy price this summer. 25 days of deals, that's pretty cool.
All right, let's get to Rainie's project.
All right.
Okay.
I have a can here. It's
It's a soil can, which is kind of interesting.
Here we
I
go.
know.
You ready for this ASMR?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've never seen a can of soil like this.
And Rainy,
I know.
yours was open already, and I fear. No, it's okay. Not too dry. Good.
It's pretty dry.
Let's make sure we don't get any dirt on the.
So I'm just pouring my dirt in my cup.
So we're gonna pour some dirt into some cups.
It's
and
giving like very summer camp vibes.
Now, Rainey, do you have any other plants in your house?
Well, look at my famous avocado plant.
Uh-oh.
So obviously, yeah.
Rainy, this is too much dirt.
Yeah, no, Zach. All of us realized that it was too much dirt.
I didn't.
But you sort
I
of
followed your lead. You turned it upside down.
Oh,
we
I
are
just
getting
did it.
we are getting dirt all over Rainie's sort of coffee
That's
table.
okay.
That's okay though. She
I
said.
couldn't be getting more dirt everywhere.
Now-
I'm making an.
I mean, this is sort of why. Now, this is interesting. Home gardening, like we're doing right now, is sort of a tricky art
Wait.
because what?
This is for kids. Help make gardening part of every classroom curriculum. Take a photo.
Where did you
Tag
grow
it.
one?
Wait,
Give
where,
one.
where did you get this, Rainey?
If you do it, share a pic of what you grew, and they'll donate a grow kit to a classroom of your choice at Back to the Roots.
This is actually for adults.
We're doing it even. We're gonna do you one better. We're tagging you on the plug, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You better be donating to at least 100 classrooms.
Huge shout out to Back to the Roots Kitchen Herb Garden.
Get donating, bubs.
I mean, I'm loving Rainie's green thumb style. Now I'm wondering, with the cilantro seeds such as this,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with all the cilantro once this is sort of popping off?
Oh, I'm eating cilantro every day of my life.
Yeah.
That's like my staple food.
Dang right. Wait, are you really? Sorry, you said that and I was sort of listening, but now I'm coming back in.
now I'm processing.
And I'm processing, what are you possibly doing with all that cilantro?
Well, actually, I was joking, but I do have 2 recipes this week that call for cilantro.
Okay, and what are we
Tell
talking
me.
about?
First of all, I'm gonna make burritos.
Okay, so putting a burrito, sort of a burrito, yeah.
A cilantro in a burrito. Secondly, this is a recipe I found on TikTok.
Here we go.
You make the dressing at the bottom. Then you put chickpeas. Then you put cucumbers, tomatoes, cilantro, feta.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yum.
You're putting your whole cilantro into it.
Yes.
Cilantro in a burrito? Revolutionary.
That
I
is
know. I
pretty
kind of
good.
thought, I've never heard of that, but I'm like, why?
Sorry, Rainey. I just want to stop you right there. Cilantro is like one
It's
of
a
the
staple.
a staple ingredient
But-
in every burrito
Well,
and taco.
cilantro rice. Well, if you go to Chipotle.
Yeah, they were
there's-
making
there's-
cilantro ricey.
Yeah.
There's
Done.
straight up a lot of dirt on your kitchen table, and I just need
You've
you
been
to
so
know.
so polite to clean it.
Yeah,
know.
but we're gonna need to do a little rub down at the end of this.
Zach's
I can
well,
just-
okay,
yeah.
you can't say that to your employees, but Zach is doing sort of a Zen gardening moment. Now, Rainey, I'm
Yeah.
going to put my seeds in there, and when I do,
Do you think we have to find? Do you think we have to read directions, or do you think we just plop them?
Well,
So-
I was gonna make an admission. I've never planted a seed in my memory. I'm
Are you
sure
Yeah.
out of your mind?
have.
Have you?
I mean, I probably have, but honestly, I've planted like plants more.
I don't have a like. Do I just
just dump
sprinkle
it?
dinkle?
Okay, so as somebody who did grow up on a farm,
Yeah.
I absolutely have planted seeds before. I'm sort of shocked. This is one of those moments where sometimes I feel like everyone had the same childhood as me, and then I realized that like not everyone grew up in the forest with a dad who had like a workshop. And he was always
Yeah.
tinkering and gardening and doing those sorts of things.
Yeah,
Your
no, my
childhood
par-
is really absurd.
My
Yeah, it's
parents
kinda
taught
funny.
me nothing practical. I would die the second the infrastructure melts down.
What did they teach you? What kind of things? Were they like, here's how you handle your mental health?
No, it taught me about
Movies?
No, he just like told me about bands.
Oh, big dad vibes.
You know,
Rock
I
and roll.
love, and by the way, loved my childhood, but certainly did not. I was so lazy, and I didn't have an aptitude for this kind of thing, and I now have a intense curiosity about the most basic things.
So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna first of all use the scissors to get the seeds out of the packet, and what you're gonna want to be doing is fingering your soil. So you're gonna put your finger in your soil like that.
ahead of you.
Okay. You're gonna put your finger in the soil and kind of just make a little divot, right? Just like a little well. You don't want to pack it down too much.
Oh shit!
Just a little thing. Now I will say cilantro grows pretty easy, Rainey. So this is a good starter.
Well,
one.
I have basil seeds.
And I have
that's
mint.
Well. Okay. So you're gonna make a little well with your finger, like so. Not too deep though. Not too deep. Mine might be a little too deep, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about yours.
Because you want it to be close enough to the surface that when it starts to turn into a little fang, it's going to be close enough that it's going to not have to travel too far to get that sunlight.
So I'm looking in my packet, and there are like 14 seeds.
Whoa, really? I only
would-
have like 3.
I would recommend.
Whoa,
What I would
I only
recommend,
have
because this
tiny.
is a small thing, is actually making a couple different divots.
That's what I was wondering.
So
Okay.
you're going to want to go like little well, little well, little well, little well, right? Just a little well each place. And you're just going to put a couple seeds in each little hole.
There aren't directions. We're just trusting Miles.
Okay, did the pilgrims have directions, Zach?
No,
Yeah,
but
they literally did. It was an oral history.
They literally did. They literally did. It was an oral history.
Literally, the
Okay,
pilgrims obviously
Now
did.
we are going to sprinkle our soil.
Oh, did you already pour?
I already put my seeds in, and you're gonna sprinkle your soil over
Oh,
what?
fuck.
And
What happened, Rainey?
Rainey ruined it.
I just dropped all of my seeds into one divot.
So you're gonna put it, your little soil over, and not too much, and then you're just gonna kind of like just do a little pat, not a hard thing, but you
Now,
want to
am
pat
I
it down.
putting soil from my tin can?
Just a little, just to cover the divots, so that way they're just a little bit below the surface. Now what we're gonna be going ahead and doing
Watering?
is going to be wanting to water, but you're going to want to water it very gently. You don't want to over soak it, but you do want to get it hosed.
Okay.
Now, Rainey, the other thing about this,
Yeah.
and you're not going to have to worry about this for a while.
That was nice.
You see, isn't this nice?
Isn't that fun?
That was nice.
You're not going to have to worry about this for
Gang,
a while.
I want you to go out to your backyard and do a little gardening with us. Pat some soil.
So typically, you're not going to have to worry about this for a while, but you want a pot that has drainage. When you pour the water in, you want it to kind of go out.
Otherwise,
Your roots are going to rot.
Rot.
mold.
Now, you're not going to have to worry about that for a while because these are going to be little fangs. You're not going to need that much water, but that'll
Little
maybe
fang.
be a concern eventually.
That's what
Okay.
they called me in high school, by the way.
Little fang?
Little thing.
Oh, thanks.
That's kind of cool.
Country thing. You know, my dad's name is Darwin, and he said that in
So fun.
it's really fun.
Great name.
In high school, he was like, yeah, they called me the Big D.
Your dad said that?
That's
Did he
a
understand?
dad
No, he
straight to
didn't
jail.
understand. He didn't understand. My mom didn't understand. She was like, I'm going to start calling you that.
Okay, your parents are flirting in front of you. I'm going to start calling you that. Winky. Okay, guys, let's settle down.
You know that my dad texted me BDE once.
Why?
Best dog ever.
That's amazing. That's so funny.
So should we water these plants?
Yeah, no, you've got a little cup of water right there.
Yeah, that's the water that I was using to water my avocado plant.
And that's going to be plenty. Now, the problem, we're going to be careful. The problem is that, you're pouring, when you pour out a glass like this, you're going to want to turn it at the end like a wine bottle so it doesn't spill all over your table.
Oh, okay.
So Rainie's going for the
how
first
much do you
pour.
think I should...
Here we go, Rainey. Here we go, Rainey. Here we go.
Clap, clap.
See, Rainey.
Okay.
Now, okay, that's
that's plenty.
honestly probably okay. So you're just going to want to do a little pour. Woo, doo, 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 doo. Not too much. Now, again, this is why we might have wanted to have drainage, but we don't have that.
You guys notice this this ad for Senor Riccardo?
Oh, that's really cute.
Kind of looks like Shrek.
Now, Zach, do you want me to water yours or you want to do yourself?
I would like to do it
Okay,
myself.
thank you, Zach. So now, Rainey, you're going to have to check back in on how the plants are going to be doing.
Oh,
How was
course.
that? Enough?
That's probably enough, but maybe a little more.
My little baby.
You want to soak these little fangs.
That's what they called me in high school. Soak little thing.
Well, they called you soak
Soak little thing.
boy.
Soak boy.
Well, that's just about enough of time I think that we have. But
Rainey, do we need to like clean your table?
No.
Your roommate's gonna come home and say,
No,
what
he's
the
at a
fuck
wedding. He's at a
happened?
wedding.
yeah, you don't want to get a wild text from a roommate. Okay, gang. Well, Rainey, thank you for inviting us in.
Oh my gosh, thanks for coming. Had a blast. Love to show you my abode.
Yeah, it's a fun little abode.
It's nice. It's darling.
you
I'll
have
say this is
cupcakes.
nicer than anywhere I lived for a long time.
Yeah, Zach is filthy, but you you have a cupcake.
Oh my God! Look at this. She has a hammock for her fruit.
Oh, that's really nice.
Really cool. Yeah, definitely show that.
By the
Look
way,
at that.
I would definitely recommend that because it lets it air out all over.
you have also cupcakes on the counter.
Yeah, vegan.
Vegan.
You brought a little
I'm
vegan
sorry,
tree for
Rainey.
Zach?
Little vegan tree. Crack them open.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gonna go really well with my latte of sugar espresso.
Let's guy gang. Oh my God.
Well, Zach, I think it's just about time for you to sing to me.
No, fuck off. It's a little vegan treat. I've been waiting all my life for this moment.
Well, why don't you have a little
Everyone-
vegan chocolate blackout?
Every time I ask for a little vegan treat, they're like, yeah, you want carrots? I'm like, no, I want a fucking treat. This is what I've been looking
And
for.
I just want to confirm that Rainey wasn't saving these for a special occasion.
It feels like she probably
you know what
was.
it was? No, I went to so I'm not really a sweets person, but I went to the grocery hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And so honestly, like I've had those for days and I haven't eaten them.
And why did you get the vegan ones?
I just like, you know what it is? I think that my stomach is kind of weird. And I find that if I do gluten-free or vegan, often it's better for me. You know? And I also think that vegan dark chocolate, there's something about it that's very tart, you know?
Oh, a vegan dark pastries that are vegan can be very good because they're so sweet.
Yeah.
So it's like that's all you're really looking for.
Zach knew where the silverware was immediately.
Because the feng
You
shui is
innate
on
that.
fleek here.
Oh yeah, if your shui is on fleek, you're gonna know where the silver is.
That was a puzzle.
That is honestly, yeah. Zach, that's looking delightful. Make sure you don't mix in with the soil because it's the same color. So you don't eat soil. I don't want you to eat soil.
Thank you.
Are you cutting? Zach's cutting into the
Yeah,
chocolate.
we're all going to have some vegan treat together.
Well-
All right, my lele.
Yeah, here we go.
I was wondering if you have a helpful hint for me.
Oh,
Guys, there's a little cream filling inside.
okay.
For you, Rainey.
Rainey, do you want my advice for It'll Go for Miles to be catered specifically to a problem you're having?
Oh, yeah.
And a little vegan treat in 3, 2, 1.
Rainey and I already had some.
This is advice that'll go for miles.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
What's up, Miles Nation? How's everyone doing tonight?
Woo!
Ow, ow.
Now, we're doing the first ever Miles Nation advice request from none other than Raindrop Drop Top.
Okay, so here's my quandary.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking in,
Yeah.
we saw my neighbor with a dog. And my apartment doesn't let dogs in, but I really want a dog so bad. Do you think it's a good idea for me to sort of...
No.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you the advice that's going to go for Miles generic. Landlords ain't shit. Do whatever the fuck you want and ask for forgiveness, but not their respect. Because you don't need no respect. Because they're freaking capitalist shills. That being said, you should not get a dog.
Why?
Oh, because you've almost adopted cats 10 times since I've known you, and you've been like, I actually think I'm gonna adopt all 4, and then you've said that to me a number of times, and then you chickened out at the last minute. And dogs are a lot more work than cats.
Yeah, but I'm not like the cats. The thing is, the cat would be a band-aid for the dog. That's why I backed out because I'm like, well, I what if I get a dog later and then I still
Okay.
have this cat?
Here's what I'll say. I can only speak from my own experience. If I was a single person,
Okay, if
I
I
would-
don't have a boyfriend, I think I should get a dog.
okay.
What? I can't have a
that's up
boyfriend
to you.
and a dog?
No. Sorry. You're not listening to me.
Just because I don't have a boyfriend doesn't mean I can't have a dog.
No, it doesn't. But I'll say
it's
that it's
just
just
so
so much
much
work. It's so
responsibility.
much work that doing it alone can be a lot. That's all I'll say. If I was a single person, I probably would not have a dog. because it's so much work. That doesn't mean it can't be done. There's probably lots of single people out there that are like, hey, by
In
the
the
way, I have a
comments.
dog
Shout
and my
out.
dog's my best friend and they're my partner. I would say for the type of lifestyle that I have, speaking from my own experience, it's a ton of work to have a little doggy, but having someone else to share the responsibility with, roommate or loved one or a sister or brother or whatever.
Yeah.
That all
'Cause of
makes
the-
it a lot easier. So if you're
I
gonna
feel
get a dog,
like cats are for your 20s, and
Dogs
if
are
you
for
want
your
a dog,
30s.
it's for your 30s.
and you know a horse is going to be for
And for your 40s. And you get a falcon for your 50s.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
Zach, if you got a
cool.
falcon and you bought a plane, remember when you were going
That's
to do
kind of
that?
on brand for
And
you.
my
Flight.
falcon flies along with me, and it gets sucked up into the turbine. And I love cats. I feel like they're so fun and goofy,
And they stank.
and also think about, okay, if you go out,
Yeah.
if you have a fun weekend day,
Right.
you got to come back all the way here to feed the doggo, let him out to pee.
Which can be wonderful. I love my dog more than anything, except for my wife and my child. But
And
it's
like
just a lot
Rainey
of
and I are
work.
probably up there too.
My wife and my child,
No, so it's actually
Zach and Rainey, and you guys are tied.
You go out of town, that's like
That's a lot of money.
$60 a day or something.
It just
Yeah.
it just makes it adds more flavor to the
What
to
about
questions.
foster dogging?
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a dog, fix foster dog. 'Cause
Yeah, and if
I
you
have a lot of
have
friends who do
that itch,
Yeah.
a foster is incredible. And if you do it and decide that you love it and
Yeah.
that you can do it,
Yeah.
now you can adopt a dog.
Well,
But
it's
I-
also
yeah.
good for the land because if they yell at me, then I can be like, "Oh, sorry, I don't own this dog. Like, I didn't know you weren't allowed to foster."
And by the
Oh,
great
dumb.
sorry,
loophole.
I'm
dumb.
like helping the world, and I
Sorry.
didn't know that you were
Yeah.
anti-charity.
Yeah.
Oh no, this dog was going to be you'd rather be euthanized? Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were pro-euthanasia.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't realize that you were part of the mass dog genocide.
Now I will say, I have a friend that fosters, and she loves it, and she doesn't want a dog.
Yeah.
Or she maybe did at one point, but she's just like, no, I just foster, and it's great because then I can like.
And
at
you
a
don't have to
certain
pay
point-
medical bills.
Yeah, it's
is
great.
great.
Fostering dogs is a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Final question,
Ow. Ow.
Rainey Toll. You have a keychain that says "Head Bitch in Charge."
That's right.
That's fun.
What's this? What's the backstory?
Well, my sister got it for me, but I just think, I mean, you tell me what the backstory is. But yeah, I mean, I think you know.
This has been another episode of the TryPod. Head on over to patreon.com/tryguys for the TryPod pod. We're doing deep dives
TryPod
into our back catalog and new videos as they come out. We have an incredible episode this week about the body painting video that was filmed during the body painting video. Those come out every Friday.
Yeah.
We're like Friday. And tell your friends about the plug. You know, this is a family. It's a grown family. We appreciate your support. And, you know, if you want your friends to be cool, then they should listen. Otherwise, they suck. Rainey, hit us with the official TryPod theme song.
Cupcakes on my table. Cupcakes on my table.
Yeah.
Coffee and a vase and candlestick holders on my table.
Oil diffuser on Rainey's table.
Have a good ass week.